plush, but soft. So I'm thinking thicker shark oil, and definitely you need to tighten up them springs. For me, what I look for is to land like a board, and it don't bounce and it don't sink. It just lands and it just goes like a magnet. Magnet to the ground, just stays. Killer bumper, we got a rack at the back. Here's the chassis. Like I said, it comes in an EXP version. As far as Arrma, I have 2 Creightons, 2 Notoriouses, V4, V5, the Italian, the Typhon, and now the Mojave. That's of the 1A scale. I have also 2 Granites, V2, V3, and 2 Big Rocks, V2, V3. I can't wait to get her out there. Give her a good rip after driving the Vortex the other day, because this is an Arrma car, same as that cat, so it would feel the same as the remote. It even has the SLT3 remote, I recall. That is a beautiful car, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you lost, cat? I see how lost you are. So it looks like we got some stickers, which I tend to use. Not all of them. I use the Fast and Toughs. And it already has a 6S on it, so I don't need to throw that on there. Sometimes I might throw an Arrma logo. This one looks big enough too. Might look good right there. Hey, look at that. They actually gave you shims.
Shims?
For the diff. Shims are what hold the diff in the back here. Or not just in the back, but in the front or back to the input gear. But really, it's an output gear as far as I'm concerned. Because it comes out like this, and it's a little pinion that's cone shaped, and the diff has its ring on it, and it connects, and when it spins from the center diff, from the motor, and it spins down here, it causes this to spin, which causes the wheels to turn. What you want to have is a good connection, right? That's what these do. These stick on the side of the diff. They go in between the diff cup and the diff itself. You push them in. I usually try to put 2 or 3, but usually you just want to put as many as needed. That's the rule of thumb. As many as needed to get yourself a good tight fit so that it stays in place when you put your diff case cover back on. And I think it's really cool that Arrma added these, because I think I've only had that happen to me with one other car, maybe the V5 Crayton. So that's pretty decent. I actually went and ordered a bunch of these because you never know. I've had them chewed up on me, so they do get spent sometimes. I'm just telling you, I think that's pretty decent. Arrma came up with that, and I do hope it's not a sign that there's a diff problem in these things, but I don't think so. I'm sure I would have heard about it by now. That's really decent, because these are kind of hard to come by. You have to look up the part number. You have to look for that stuff, and a lot of the manuals didn't have these in them. This did come with the standard manual, which I have, the Crayton, the Typhon, the Notorious, and now I have the Mojave. I hope it's as great as everybody says, because that's going to be pretty decent. When I got the Typhon, I knew I was going to like it only because everybody said it was so great, and now I realize why. It's because it's such a great ripper, such a great jumper, it doesn't even need to flip, because it's just a fun car. Constant fun. In other words, you don't have to turn around, do a jump. Instead, you rip around, do a jump, and you're just constant fun. Constant fun versus, having fun as you turn, taking breaks on having fun. I think you get the idea. We got these shock caps, as I've explained before. They go inside your shocks. These go inside your shocks, inside here. Less holes, less going down and up for suction. Another tool thing, which Arrma is great for doing that. We have a high-speed pinion, which I don't know what it claims it can do. 60 plus miles an hour, and I imagine that is with the high-speed pinion. And I believe it goes about 65. And I believe it would need to, with these small tires, to still be able to do a flip. I actually like this remote so far. Subject to change. Out of all the Arrma remotes that I've gotten so far, obviously we got the original V4 remotes that everybody was complaining about. I didn't mind them too much, but that is true that they are not as good. Now, then they came out with these for like the V3 Granite, the V3 Big Rock, and that V3 Big Rock is a badass thing. I actually turned mine into a 4S. I use the Traxxas ESC I use the Max ESC. It is a badass, man, no doubt. But then I also got the Vortex just recently, the Spectrum remote. To be honest with you, I think I like this one just a little bit better. I don't mind that other one. It's pretty cool. It's pretty decent. I like the way it lights up, all that stuff. But this one here, I think it just feels a little bit better now. I'll have to drive it, try it out, make sure. They still have the V1s. They still have the previous ones to this. Not on sale, but a little cheaper. Still with the old remote. However, this remote comes with the Gear 3 for a little more money. Again, I can't express to you that I love this body. What do you guys think of the body, you guys?
Reminds me of one of those closed mouth sharks.
What is it?
The great white, I think they were called.
A great white shark?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, it's because the Arrma from afar looks like little bitty teeth.
So I see what you're saying. Okay. Alright.
And somehow, for some odd reason, I can view this
Wow, I'm having some difficulties.
car
Huh?
as a freaking shark.
Well, I think she's pretty fast. I know that. This body goes over the bumper. That's the problem I was having. Other than that, she's actually easy to put on. So what do you think of the style of the body, the way it's shaped?
I stand by what I said. It reminds me of a freaking shark.
Right? What about you, Robbie?
Oh, I like it because it is different. I'll bet that she